Okay. Let's see. Can you hear me now? Yes. All right. Hey, we got through it. Kathy Howard's the first one to respond. Kathy, you win a prize into the Kingdom of Heavens. I don't know if they have sound AV over there, but you know what? We're going to get through this. We got new beards. We got new colors. And I'm wearing purple because our guest, I was going to say guest host. He's basically a guest host because we've been part of his show. And hello, Carla Colquitt. You know who I'm talking about. He likes purple. And it says, I am frozen. You are frozen. Why am I frozen? I do not know why I am frozen. Frozen, I am not meaning to be. Glad we can hear you. Yes. So today we have a spectacular show on the blues. And the blues is doing okay, believe it or not. Even though you say I'm frozen and you guys weren't able to hear me. But guess what? The blues are all right. And so we're going to try to ease into a Happy Friday. And I will make it up to you. Not anymore. It's good. All right. Hello, Shay Scott. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember. Shay was here just a couple of weeks ago. And Carla says, I am not frozen. Maybe I should keep acting like I'm frozen. Let it go, let it go. Anyway, we're going to have a spectacular show on the blues and that the blues are all right. And like my good friend Albert King used to always tell me, just that's a joke because he's gone now. He's a great guy. Yeah, he used to say that blues power is not always about being sad. Sometimes we got to purge the blues, and we're going to talk to our guest, and it's Earl Q. We like to call him Earl Q. The people that like him, the cool people, the pretty people, you know, like all of you, we call him Earl Q because it sounds cooler than Earl Colquitt. That sounds very like at the law offices of Earl Colquitt, we can take care of you. Anyway, Earl Q is going to be on, and in honor of him, and while we give him some time to get ready because he gets all decked out for you guys. And he likes purple, which is why I'm wearing purple. We're going to play you some smooth jazz in E minor. It's minor blues. Hope you guys like this. I like to call this the Alpha Scout Blues. You guys ready? He's back. Go get your snack. Go on. I'll wait right here. you guys doing? I'm looking at you and you and you. So, it's been a long week, right? People have been stuck in traffic. Maybe they got your order wrong at the restaurant. But guess what? Happy Friday, because you made it. I made it. We made it. It's M.A.S here. It's a mutual admiration society. More you, more me, hey, more we. How great is that? And guess what? You're in the right place because you're right there. And you made it special. So we're grateful to you guys. First of all, I want to thank everybody for the wonderful texts and messages that I've been getting in regards to Shay's Scott's show. Shay Scott's show was show enough. It was great. We had a great time. And thanks, Lori. Thanks for saying that I sound good and that you love purple. I think everybody loves purple. Am I right, Elise Cash? I see you saying happy Friday. Elise is going to be coming on the show pretty soon. Lady Coco's going to be on the show pretty soon. A lot of really great people that are in the audience are going to be on the show pretty soon. So if you want to be on the show, you got a single or an album or something important that you want to say to all your friendly musicians around the world, because we are around the world. Last 2 weeks ago, we had somebody from Jamaica. We had somebody from Brazil. A while ago, we had somebody from Holland, Great Britain. We have found it's over in Turkey now. Hello, Nicole. And in Mexico, we got Susie and Andy. So shouts out to all my found it's wherever you are, out far away, but you're close right here where it's important. There's Bill Grogg. He's my roving reporter. That's a musicologist right there. I'll tell you about that. Anyway, speaking of musicology, we've got a very special guest. A few weeks ago, I was on a show with several other just fantastic musicians, and the show was not only was spectacular, but it had a really interesting premise. It was called Living the Best Life. I mean, how's that for something positive, right? And we're always talking here on the Lounge of Sound about staying positive. So with that said, I was wondering, why do you call this show Living the Best Life, right? So I asked him, why don't you come on the show and tell me about your influences and why is it that you choose blues even though you're always happy? You're always like, yeah, he's a dynamic personality. He's friendly. He's jovial, gentle, and he's generous. I'm looking for all the G words. I don't know if you know. He may not be a giant in status like me, but he's got a great big heart, and his name is Earl Colquitt. And anyway, I want to ask Earl, and maybe you want to ask him a couple of. Look at him, ha ha ha! And look at that. Look what a dapper dresser. Not only that, but show him that little what do you call that? That little thing you got right there. It's purple. That little handkerchief. What do you got right there in your pocket? That little pocket square. Come on, man. Don't be shy. Show them. It's purple. Look at that beautiful. Look at that. That's why I had to wear purple. See? It may look blue to you, but it's only because we're playing the blues tonight. Look at that. Isn't he dressed? Who does he remind you of? First time I saw you, Earl, I was on KMR, and I think you were playing a Robert Johnson song. Am I right? What were you playing? Sweet Home Chicago. All right. Wow. So, what do you want to tell us about living the best life? Talk to me. Can't hear Earl. Okay, it says we can hear Earl only what? Only those? It says we can hear Earl only those. I don't know what they're talking about. Let's see. Can you talk for me a little bit? Uh-oh. Desktop audio. Okay. Here we go.
Check one.
Okay, let's see.
Mic check one. Can you hear me?
Let's see. Check, check, check. 1, 2. Let's see. What are they saying? Can't hear Earl, but Los is audible. Okay, let me see what's going on. It may be on my end of it. Desktop audio. Huh? It says that we are hot.
Mic check one. Mic check one.
Okay, it sounds.
Mic check one.
There it is.
Mic
I think
check one.
I think I saw your channel go hot. Yes, we can hear him now. I don't know what you did, but they heard you now. Whatever you did, keep doing it. All right. Okay, so I just asked Earl. The first time I saw him, it was on KMR, right? And when I saw him dressed dapper like that, and he was singing "Sweet Home Chicago," and he looked like Robert Johnson. So I was asking him, okay, yes, but soft. Okay, I don't know what to do about that, about hearing him soft. Okay, why don't you tell them about what you played on KMR and why you like the blues. And while you do that, I'm going to set your tone a little bit hotter. Okay, here we go. Desktop.
Okay, can you hear me?
You keep
Can you hear
talking,
me?
and I'm gonna boost your signal as hot as I can,
Okay.
and hopefully they can hear you. Because
All right.
I think I hear you. Check 1, 2. Every time I hear you talk, I see the signals moving. Yep. All right.
Mic
That's
check
good.
one.
Yep, he's coming through.
Can you
Yes.
hear me now?
Yes. So tell us about KMR, the blues, living the best life. Talk to me.
Well, I enjoyed going on KMR. Shout out to all those on KMR. It's a fine show, excellent show. That's when I met many of you excellent musicians. Chuck Barton, you, Los Castro, Brother Santos, Lady Coco, Lady Sandra, Drea. I'll name some more of you a little bit later in the show. I'm
You're
not
doing a
gonna
roll
sing
call now. How's that for a shouts out, guys? Come on.
But seeing you talented musicians, I was moved to want to take part in the show as well. And I think my first time, I did a Robert Johnson tune. I think it was Sweet Home Chicago. I'm not positive on that.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
But my reason for liking the blues is because that's where my roots are.
So where are you
When
original?
Hello?
Where are you originally from?
I am originally from Knoxville, Tennessee. My family is from Opelika, Alabama,
Oh, okay.
on my mom's side and my dad's side.
Uh-huh.
We used to visit Alabama so much when I was little, I thought we were visiting Tennessee, actually.
Nice.
But blues have always been in our family.
Mm-hmm.
I think I told you on the last show that we had a older gentleman. He looking back, he might have been in his 40s, maybe 50s, but to us, he was older at that time. We was little kids. But his name was Sparky. Sparky would come over to our house and just play the blues. And I mean, he would lay those blues down with that guitar. And I would just stare at his hand, his fingers. I would just watch and watch and watch. I wasn't but about 5 or 6,
Yeah.
but I would watch. Yes. And
So you watched and you learned, huh?
yes, yes.
Did you ask a lot of questions about how to play guitar, or how did you develop that?
Yes, I did. I asked him, and he was free with his instructions, tips, what have you. And he really helped me out a lot as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I did. I made a lot of noise. Made a lot of noise.
We all make noise. Come on, that's part of being a guitar player.
Yeah. But blues is where I started off, and I really enjoyed the blues. I just really enjoy it.
Very nice.
And
So
about your question about living the best life,
yeah.
the reason why we call the show "Living the Best Life" when we started the show, that's what we were discussing. What will we call the show? And the fact that we wanted to entertain the friends, and we wanted to have a scriptural theme for every show.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to highlight our service to Jehovah on this show,
Mm-hmm.
along with good entertainment. So, with that being, we decided to call it Living the Best Life, because there's no better life than serving Jehovah.
Mm-hmm.
And we all agreed on that. We just decided that there's no
Right.
better life than serving
Right.
Jehovah.
Very nice. So, do you want to show us a little bit of the blues that it's close to your heart, or did you want to just sit back and chit chat a little bit more?
Let me try one here.
Okay.
Now, I want to.
Because I don't want the
ask
founders to get that we're whetting their appetite. They're like, come on now, let's hear them blues. Because somebody said, I think it's my sister Deborah King, I can hear that southern accent, my brother. So they're curious about, we were talking a while ago, you and I were talking about bringing authenticity into the blues. I love the blues, but you are from that area where the blues were so prevalent, right? And we're really wanting to hear that.
Okay. This one that I will do, I want to apologize first of all. I could not get my my mixer going, as I've got some issue with that. I'll have to take care of that after the show. So you'll probably hear this acoustically. So we'll see. Can you hear that guitar?
I can hear the guitar, just ready to go. Just play as loud and as good as you want.
You can hear that?
We hear it.
Okay, this one here is by Robert Johnson, of course. And it's called Kind-Hearted Woman. It goes something like this. I got a kind-hearted woman, do anything in this world for me. I got a kind-hearted woman, do anything in this world for me. But these evil-hearted women, man, they will not let me be. I love my baby, my baby love me. Love my baby, my baby sure enough love me. I really love that woman, Lord, can't stand to leave her be. No, it ain't but the one thing makes Earl Q sing. Love the way you treat me, baby. I began to think, baby, my love still feels the same. 'Cause you stole my heart the first time you called my name. Someday, baby, I'll take you by your hand. Someday, baby, 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 someday I'll take you by your hand. Want you to be my woman,
That's what I'm talking about. Some down home blues. Who you talking about when you talk about a kind-hearted woman? Is it always a woman? That's what I want to ask. I'm not from the deep south, so when the blues talk about a woman, a kind-hearted woman, are they always talking about a woman? Are they talking about a guitar? Are they talking about the day? What are they talking about?
Okay, that's an interesting question, by the way. What they're usually talking about when the blacks were just they worked on as sharecroppers. As sharecroppers, they worked from sun up to sundown. It was dark when they went out and dark when they came in. Often when they worked, they received little to no money. So if they felt like they were being mistreated by their landowner, quite often they would want to leave. However, if they decided to leave and the landowner caught wind of it, that could mean his life and possibly the life of his family. So sometimes what they would do is hide the meaning of their intentions in the songs and their music. And so when they're singing about leaving a woman, they're singing really about leaving that particular plantation. And those that may want to go with him understand what he is saying. And so they know if he say, I'm leaving this time tomorrow morning, they know where to be that time tomorrow morning because they're getting ready to leave that plantation. And that's how they were able to get away without any repercussions. What was interesting is it started with when they came from Africa, the blacks came from Africa, they communicated through the drums.
Right.
And that's what took place then with the blues. They learned to communicate in hidden language, in plain sight, with the blues.
So what you're trying to tell me is that they would adapt according to the hardship. So like if they took the drums away from them, they would have to play crates. And if they took out their what's that instrument before the kalimba? Am I right or am I wrong? Do I remember correctly that the banjo was originally a melodic instrument that was percussive that came from Africa? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Very true.
So they would. So basically, what you're trying to say is that the crop owners would not allow them to communicate, and so what was it? Kind of like they talk to each other while they're working during the hardship.
Right. If you follow some of the early blues and even some of the modern blues, there's a thing called call and response.
Call and response, right.
As you see the same thing in the churches. They would call and response.
Right. Right.
But what they're doing is communicating.
Right.
And in blues, especially in the early blues, when they really had it hard, the communication was relayed in the music.
Right. So they stomped for the bass and for the rhythm. They clapped their hands, right? And juke joints, I mean, later on incorporated that call and response. So an example would be like, would it be like, I'm hungry, something like that, and the other person answers?
Yes. And often, you think also, you probably heard this, I used to hear my mother sing when she cleaned up the house. When they worked the fields or when they worked on the railroad tracks, there's another good example. No one could lay down railroad tracks as quick as the crew of black men. But the reason why was because they learned to get this little cadence. They got a cadence going on.
Right.
And one man would lead and the rest would respond, and they would work according to the beat of that particular song they were singing. And they got a lot of work done back then.
Right. Yeah. And so they would a lot of the original guitar players. When I listened to like Lightning Hopkins and people like that, you could almost hear a train coming. Not only the rhythm that jack boom jack boom jack, right? It kind of the chain gang, but I also hear that woo woo, the harmonica or the guitars, that kind of thing, I don't know if I did that right, but that's what I hear. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. But yes, I do. I will say that it, Buddy Guy put it best. I love what he stated about the blues.
What do you say?
Buddy Guy said that you play the blues because you got them, but after you play them, they go away because the blues chase the blues away.
Oh, the blues chase the
And
blues away. Right. I like that.
and that's why people don't realize. But when they really sit down and listen to some down home blues, when Clarence Mitchell do them down home blues, it's a good feeling. We feel good when we hear these songs. And
Yeah.
although it's the blues, but it's
Yeah.
like a release.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah.
release.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Man, the blues has taken so many different kinds of. It's evolved, right? I mean, I listen to a lot of jazzy blues or bluesy jazz. I don't know how you want to put it, but they definitely have. I mean, there's Latin blues and there's jump blues and Delta blues and Piedmont blues. What kind of blues would you say that you're partial to? Is there a certain kind of blues?
I'm sorry.
No.
Being from Tennessee, the Delta blues definitely slipped up into our area.
Koopa.
Country blues.
Mm-hmm.
I am more influenced by country blues more than any kind of blues. However, in my and when I was in my 20s, I was, into the rock blues, playing rock with but it was blues scales is all I was using.
Nice, yeah. Like who? Like give me examples.
Right. But
Like who?
and if you really think about country music and blues, they're like cousins, really.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Absolutely.
you know, I'm going to do a song later by Kev Moe where he calls it City Boy. And it's about wanting to get away from the city out into the open where he feels free. But that's similar to Merle Haggard's Big City.
Mm.
If you listen to his song City and the words to it,
Right.
same thing. He's wanting to get away from the
Right.
city and out into the
Right.
but what was interesting about both songs is they both are built around the blues scale.
Right. Well, like who are your influences? Anybody in particular that you would like to mention?
Of course, Robert Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
I
Anybody
enjoy
else?
Light, Lightning Hopkins.
Okay.
I also enjoy listening to Kev Moe.
Okay.
He's one of the newer guys that came along.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
More of a contemporary of yours, but you were still influenced by him, right?
exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Anybody else that you want to shout out to some of your favorites? I got a lot. A
Well-
lot of favorites.
As far as blues musicians,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, I'll start off with Buddy Guy,
Okay.
uh, Eric Clapton. He is the bluesman.
Mm-hmm.
I will go with ZZ Top.
Oh,
Nice
nice.
blues at them guys.
Oh, I loved like Tres Hombres, like Hey Jesus Left Chicago, or that the older stuff that they would play,
Right.
Waiting for the bus, that kind of stuff. Just I like the older stuff, but then again, I'm partial to a lot of the like Robin Ford and some of the jazzier blues that are now. So that's why I'm always curious to see to follow the roots of where. Because if you said Kev Moe, I would think that you probably like Taj Mahal or somebody like that, right?
Yes, I went to see the concert with both of them. They were
Oh, very
excellent
nice.
concert.
Of course, Muddy Waters. Come on, Grenade. Everybody loves
Yeah.
Muddy Waters, man. Howlin' Wolf, right? Right.
Wolf, we can see Howlin' Wolf out.
BB King.
Um,
Come on, man.
He's the man.
Yeah.
Albert King, Freddie King. You want to
Yep.
go through the line of kings. And
Freddie King.
some
Have
that
you
I have,
ever loved a woman? Yeah.
But I cannot leave certain ones out here. When you go back, you get Sun House,
Oh,
you
of
get Blind
course.
Lemon, right?
Man,
You
there's
get
some
T-Bone Walker.
T-Bone Walker or Gatemouth Brown. A lot of people don't mention him. R.L. Burnside.
Yeah.
He somebody we have a street called Burnside here, and some young guys. They had an up and coming record label. It's so sad that he didn't get his dues until somebody took a picture of Burnside, sent it to him, and then they he wasn't even in the studio. They just recorded him like at his trailer, and then took some of those tracks and then put that Burnside sign, and then they made a killing. They did. That's
Wow.
kind of sad, but they loved him,
That,
so you got to give him some credit at least for finding these young kids. They found him, and it's too bad that he was obscure. But I mean, R.L. Burnside, man, wow.
well, it's sad that many of the bluesmen went through that. There's one called J.B. or J.B. Lenoir.
Hmm.
Look him up. Excellent guitar player, excellent songwriter.
Nice.
But when he died, he was a dishwasher.
Well, if you don't mind, I don't want to. We're gonna give you guys the founders. We're gonna give you some more music. I'm gonna play some blues that the way I kind of been hearing lately, because the blues have progressed, and then I'm gonna let Earl show us some of down home blues that his brand of blues. But we're gonna keep the blues coming along to you guys so that you guys don't get bored on us. We love talking about the blues, but we also love hearing about the blues. So here we go. Here's some blues in G. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. If you haven't gone out there and gotten your snack and your favorite beverage, go out and do that. Get you some nachos and get you some sweet tea or something like that, whatever you like, and then come right back. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you guys get to check out people like this wonderful man right here, Mr. Earl Q. All right, here we go. Enjoy. Come on now. Enough of that. And let's get back to Earl Q in the house. Somebody just asked you a very decent question. I mean, you got a gentleman wearing all black with a black guitar and it's looking shiny and looking cool. So how many guitars you got?
Right now, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's down from about 7, 6 or 7, somewhere around.
See, and that's what I got. I got 7. And you know, I'm going to tell you, Carla, for a gentleman being as versed in the blues, come on, that's very little. I mean, everybody that I know, anybody that's a decent guitar player has got at least, 10, 15 guitars, I think. And now, I name my guitars. This is Fiamma, and I got, later on maybe I'll play some Fudia or something like that. Do you name your guitars?
Always. I must. Yes.
Why?
This.
Tell him I'm not crazy. Tell him I'm not crazy. Come on.
He's not crazy.
Why
Aisha. This is
nice. I love that. He names his guitars too. See, I'm not crazy.
This one right here.
Yeah. What's her name?
This is Gabby.
Gabby. Now Carla.
I named that one.
Go ahead.
I named that one Gabby because a good friend of mine gave me that guitar, and I lost sound. I could not hear you.
You can't hear me?
Oh, now I can. Yeah.
Okay.
But a friend of mine gave me, and he's got a dog named Gabrielle. So I called this guitar Gabby.
Hey, my middle name is Gabriel. I just don't tell no people. I don't tell nobody. I don't want nobody to call me Gabe because it sounds too much like another word. And I ain't. I'm Carlos Gabriel Castro Soto. Anyway, Gabby. Okay. What other guitars you got?
I have Big Mama. Big Mama is my Gibson ES 335.
Ooh, I love me an ES 335, man. Another blues guy.
Yes.
I mean, it looks like BB King's guitar Lucille, but Larry Carlton used to play some blues, mean blues, man. I love me
Yes.
some BB King, man.
Right. Right.
Talk to
Also,
me.
I have Jasmine. That's my
Nice.
classical guitar. And I have another one that the same friend gave me another guitar too, but I haven't named that one.
Janice, shame on you. On your sister's name is not Gabriel, it's Gabrielle. It's a pretty name.
Hey, can I say a couple more shout outs real quick?
Yeah, get some shout outs out there. Come on. We got Janice out there,
I'd like
Lori
to
Wilson. Oop.
Deborah King,
Yes.
Janet Connor, is it Elise Cash?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lamont Gilbert. I hope your wife is doing okay, Lamont. Your wife
Oh.
and your daughter. Good man, Lamont. Maria Barbosa, Renee. Um, I think I mentioned Chuck Barton earlier.
Yeah.
But I'll mention a few more throughout the show.
Keep talking to us. Tell us. Tell us anything you want to tell
Okay.
us about the blues. We had a story going on the blues and the meaning of the blues and what it's done for you. Or how do you why is it that you say that the blues aren't always sad? Talk to us.
The reason why I say the blues aren't always sad, a lot of times the blues is meant to uplift and inspire. To me, one of the biggest challenges when I was beginning to write music and write songs, one of the biggest challenges that came with the blues was to take three chords and three verses and make it interesting from beginning to end. When I get through with the first verse, make you want to hear the second verse. After you hear the second verse, you gotta hear the last. So it was about it was a challenge, by the way. It's Some people think it's a simple form of music, but it's a very expressive form of music, very expressive. And I mean, when you get down to just the way you play your strings, uh,
I love that.
when you do something like this, just a little bends,
Mm-hmm.
slides, and hammer-ons. When you put these things and and you express it,
Telling a story.
it's yes, yes. I love the way I love to express myself with the blues. Love it.
Well, why don't you
That's word.
make some espresso and express some blues out of that old guitar right there? Now, what remind us? What's her name again? This is Gabby.
It's Aisha.
Aisha. Oh, I love that name, Aisha. Well, let's hear what Aisha has to say about the blues.
All right, let's get Aisha to talk again.
Shantae, I'm
Aisha,
gonna have to let Shantae know this is worldwide, so we are different time zones. I am on the West Coast, and that's Pacific Daylight Time, and then you are in the East Coast. And we got quite a few people. Maria Barbosa is in Brazil, so she's 4 hours ahead of me and 1 hour ahead of you. So we've got people from all around the world. So please tell us where you are from, and then everybody will chime in and tell you where they're from. In the meantime, we're going to hear Aisha spell something out.
Okay, this is one by Lightning Hopkins.
All right.
Oh, I keep getting too close to the microphone. Sorry.
It's okay.
This is one by Lightning Hopkins. This one is called Black Cadillac. I love this song. And
Earl Q on the loudest sound. All right. Let it go.
Whoa, baby, come on back. 'Cause I got something, little girl, that I know you like. It's my black Cadillac, baby, now. My black Cadillac. Come with me, baby, down the road and back in my black Cadillac. She's dressed real fine, from front to back, just like a diamond from front to back. It's my black Cadillac, baby, now. Oh, my black Cadillac. Rock with me, baby, down the road and back in my black Cadillac. Well, she killed up pretty, kind of like a foe. It don't matter when we get on down the road in my black Cadillac, baby, now. Oh, my black Cadillac. Rock with me, baby, down the road, back in my black Cadillac. Cruise on down by the sugar shack. We'll dance all night long, we ain't never coming back. Rock with me, mama, now. Roll with me, sugar child, now. Rock with me, baby, down the road and back in my black Cadillac. Yeah, my black Cadillac, baby girl, now. Rock with me, mama. Roll with me, baby. Rock with me, mama. Roll with me, baby. Rock with me, baby, down the road and back in my black Cadillac.
Woo-wee, give it up for some Earl Q. All right, and welcome Shantae from Austin, Texas, which is a blues town if I ever heard of one. Gatemouth Brown, you got the Jimmy Rogers came out there, and who else? Stevie Ray Vaughan and his brother Jimmy Vaughan and Texas Tornadoes. Man, there's got a lot of blues out there, man. That's the blues power. Give it up for some Earl Q. Come on, put the 1s and 5s up in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. Man, you took us home. Right. I'm not from Mississippi, and I can smell some crawfish. Like wanting some crawfish and some biscuits or some chili beans. Yeah. I knew you were going to be on the show today, so I went out and got me some barbecue.
Ah, very good.
Now, what are you all famous in your? You said you're from. Tell me again your area, because we got new people coming.
Tennessee.
So you're from Tennessee. Now, your neck of the woods. What kind of food should I expect if I was to go visit out there?
If you're going to come to Knoxville, Tennessee, you would get a lot of country cooking, first of all. That's like, gravy, biscuits and gravy, salt, egg, grits. You'll also find soul food here, just like what you just mentioned.
Yep, some collard greens, and some ham hocks, some oxtail.
Right, right, pinto beans, cornbread. Oh my goodness.
Carla's right on your same channel. She said beans and cornbread, man. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Yes. Now I haven't eaten all day, so it's making me hungry now.
Well, when you finish, you're going to have to go get you some country ham, or you got to get, you know what? I like me some pinto beans with little chunks of jalapeno and some bacon in it.
Yeah, that sounds good. But I like my pinto beans with a little cut up onion in it. Take some onion and cut up in it.
Potato salad.
Mix it up. Oh, man.
Man, and how you guys make your BBQ over there? Is it dry rubbed or is?
You can get a little bit of everything, anything that you want up here. However, my family prepares it with the sauce on it. Put the sauce on it and then put it in the oven.
Now you
That's
like
how they like it.
Do they like it spicy or do they like it sweet, tangy?
A little sweet, a little sweet. Now, see, you're asking kind of like the wrong person. I am a vegetarian.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can tell what it's. I'm a one-track mind over here, and I like me some brisket. I love some ribs. I'm sorry. Slow cooked and smoked wet sauce with a Carla Colquitt. She knows what's up. Carla knows what's up. I'm sorry. I don't mean to rub it in, but the only way I can be a vegetarian is if a cow came with vegetables on it on the horns.
And we had a brother in field service. He said that in the new system, he prayed to Jehovah that he make bacon bush.
Ooh, that sounds really good. Bacon, you just go out there. All right, whose turn is it to play some blues? Is your turn? My turn. My turn.
I think it's your turn.
My turn. All right. Don't forget, folks, we got a wonderful Earl Q. If you're just signing on and you're on the other side of the world, don't forget, we got 90 minutes of music. We go on Sonic Safari every other Friday. We try to do it every other Friday, and we got music coming. We got soul, R&B, jazz. Oh man, we've got singles coming out really soon. This is that season in the spring, so we're gonna have Lady Coco coming in a couple of weeks, and she's gonna bring her brand of jazzy R&B, and then we have her in the audience. At least Cash is gonna be coming out with us too. And we got Grenade Bowers. He's got some old soul, some R&B, some old school. He's got a single out. Please check him out, Grenade Bowers. And you can see the way you spell his name right there, Grena Bowers. Mr. Bowers in the house. We recognize talent because, well, we ain't gangsters here. We love God and we love each other. We are more about not just keeping but making peace, and we do it with a little bit of music. It don't hurt none. Let's do some funk fusion, minor blues. Have some fun. Come on now. Feel it? little tip of the hat to Stevie Ray Vaughan and a couple of other guys that I like. Even though they're a newer breed, but it still takes from the blues. And like we said, the blues ain't always sad. Sometimes they get grooving and they're fun. So we're exploring the outer reaches of the blues. The blues have come a long way, all the way from Louisiana, Mississippi. I mean, down all the way far from the South, and now, like Blues Power says, even babies. If the baby can't get his bottle of milk, he's crying about the blues. 16-year-old girl, she can't go to the prom, she's crying about the blues. You didn't get that job, you crying about the blues. Maybe your Beamer, you didn't get the right color. I don't know that's the blues. I don't know that's the blues. Sorry, I gotta stop somewhere. Tell us more about the blues. Come on, Earl Q. Come on now.
Well, one thing I love doing, I'll do this on another show one day.
Okay.
I love writing well.
Oh. Look forward to that.
Yes, I have a blues called it's called Hell House Blues. Now, don't let the title trick you.
Don't trip out, people. Come on.
Go back a little bit before I explain this one.
Well, technically, we all go to hell. It's a polka.
There was a time when they thought that the blues was the devil's music, and that's when they were really big in the church. And when they branched off and started playing blues, which was some of the roots come from some of the church songs, and they felt like this was the devil's music. And even some of your old blues musicians would play off of that and write songs about the devil in order to get a little more popularity. But now this one that's called Hell House Blues, I also like to write in layers. And when I say layers, there are layers of meaning. And so the average ear hear the song, they think that you're talking about a place called hell. That's not what I'm talking about. The song is about being released from hell. And there will come a time when we can see some of the old blues stringers perhaps get on the same stage and play the blues. And that's what that particular song is about. A lot of the old blues stringers give their names in this particular song. And it's about actually the resurrection and possibly having all of them come and play on the same stage.
Wow.
There's another one called Mad Bad Blues. And this one, to the ear, it sounds like it's a person that's just mad at the world. When there's a deeper meaning, and I'll tell that meaning on another occasion, maybe perhaps if I ever sing it. But I have several blues that I have written. I have one that Kimmy has done. Kimmy does a song called Lover Joe.
Now, remind us, who is Kimmy? How's she related to you?
Kimmy is one of Country Joe's songbirds.
Songbird and
yeah, she usually performs on KMR.
Is she in the family?
And yes, she's Carla's sister.
There it is. Come on, we got to give a shout out to Kimmy. Come on now, Kimmy, you bad. Kimmy, in fact, give me a call. Los at LosCastroMusic.com.
And y'all can catch Kim's song. If you go to YouTube, look up Lover Joe. You can catch Kim doing that particular song.
Yeah, that's nice.
That song was written for Kim. And so we did that one during the pandemic. We was right in the middle of the pandemic when we recorded that. We were not even in the same place when we did that one.
Really?
Except for one shoot. Yeah. I would send the tape to her. She send it back, and I send it back. We send it back and forth at the time.
So what you're saying is that the blues unites people too, because you got to work on something together. Right. And it's the ultimate performance. In fact, I heard that the playing behind the neck, behind the head, behind the back, playing with teeth, that was all blues. That those are the first performers that started doing that kind of stuff.
Perhaps I'm not familiar with that, but perhaps it's probably true. Yes, I thought it came from rock and rollers, but I'm not sure. I don't know.
Well, Jimi Hendrix had to learn it from somebody, right? And he used to play Jimmy James and the Blue Flames, and before that, he played with Curtis Mayfield, and Curtis Mayfield played the Chitlin Circuit, and Buddy Guy and people like that, right? And
Right.
Jimmy was definitely he loved Debussy, but he also loved Buddy Guy and people like the BB King and Freddie King and people like that, man. So definitely he played some Holland Wolf. So yeah, definitely uh, we rockers, and I say because I came from rock and roll. I hate to say it, but no, I'm okay with it because we had to go back to our roots and say no, we got this from the blues.
Right. There's another blues musician that I have to say,
Who's that?
uh, Etta James.
Oh,
I
oh
love,
yeah, that's my girl. Come on now. Yeah,
yeah, right.
man.
Love some Etta James.
Now,
So,
did you already play us some Kev Mo, or were you gonna play us some Kev Mo?
okay, I can do a Kev Mo. I was trying to do it with a backing track, but
Oh, I see.
I, yeah, I couldn't get my thing to my uh, mixer to work, so I'll do it acoustically.
Oh, okay. We're so sorry, guys. We're gonna get his mixer running, and then we're gonna have him back on because we need to hear him playing with that backing track. Come on now.
All right, this is one by Kev Mo. I first heard this song when he first sung it publicly. He was on Austin City Limits, and this was years ago. And I woke up in the middle of the night, and I caught him right when he was beginning the song. I didn't know who he was. He was just coming onto the scene, and he done this song called City Boy, and it just caught my attention. I love the song, love the message, and here it is. I hear a voice, I hear the sound of my shoes, shuffling on out of town. Too many people, too many calls. Take me to Memphis, Mercury, or Mars. 'Cause I wanna go where the buffalo roam. Just a city looking for a home. Can't breathe, can't sleep. The city is no place for me. I can't seem to find my way. Just existing from day to day. 'Cause I wanna be where my soul can run free. Just a city boy looking for a home. Now I don't wanna be no prisoner. I sure don't wanna be no slave. I wanna look out at night to see stars in the sky. Little Dip and the Milky Way. Can't sleep. It's too loud. Everywhere where I go, you know there seems to be a crowd. I'm tired of all these concrete streets. I wanna feel the dirt under my feet. 'Cause I wanna go where the buffalo roam. Just a city boy looking for a home. City boy looking for a home. City boy.
Very nice. Man, I didn't want it to stop. I was having a good time. If you're having the blues, we're very sorry if you've got the blues for real. But we're happy if you're purging your blues here on the Lounge of Sound. I mean, come on now. There's nothing but love here. And we need to play some more up-tempo blues. Right? Am I right? In life and real life and just in friendships. Am I right? Tell me about that. You got something to say? You look like you got something to say, girl.
Yeah, that's your job, brother.
Oh, I thought you wanted to say something. All right, well, let's, you know what? Before we go...
I want you to play some...
Okay, I'll play some up-tempo blues, but when we come back, I want you to tell us some words of wisdom before you leave. What do you want to tell the Foundits about the blues and about feeling good and about staying positive? Because that's what you're all about, living the best life, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For sure.
All right.
Did you want me to answer that now?
If you want, unless you want to think about it, and I'll play some up-tempo blues. You tell me.
Let me think about it. I want to hear some of your blues.
All right,
some blues.
All right, let's do this. Come on now. Think about them up-tempo blues, and in the meantime, let's get rid of them blues. If you're thinking of blues, come on. A. This is an A. Hey, we've been having some fun here. If you're just checking in, and I hope you didn't miss out this incredible show that we've been having Mr. Earl Q in the house. We've been exploring the outer reaches of the blues. We've been having a lot of fun. Unfortunately, his mixer wasn't working, but you know what? I'm going to beg him for you guys to come back and tell us more about the blues. His upbeat take that the blues aren't always about being sad, and he's gonna be inviting us to more of his deliciously tasty living the best life. It's a buffet of music and a whole lot more. Do you have another LBL coming up soon?
Yes, we have a. First of all, let me say, my brother, you can play the blues for me any day.
Oh, come on now.
That guitar was smoking. I really enjoyed that. I
Oh well,
really
that
enjoyed
means
that.
a lot because you are the blues man. I mean, I love the way you play the blues. You got that natural twang in your voice, and I love the way you look. Man, when I grow up, I'm gonna look like that.
Hold on. You say that, but I say I want to play like Dan Henderson.
Oh, there you go.
I,
Man, he can play.
I,
Man, he can play too.
he sure can. I love his style, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to Dan Henderson.
Dan Henderson. Yeah, my brother Grenade Bowers is gonna be coming too, man. So, yeah. So
Yeah.
before we leave, I don't care. We went a little over time, but you know what? We started late because of the sound issues that we had going on. Tell us your closing words of wisdom about the blues, about living the best life, about who is Earl Q and who you want us to be.
Okay. I'll start with living the best life.
Hmm.
Um, you, this last show that we did, we're going to put out a flyer and thank you all that took part in this last show. It was a fiesta,
It was a fiesta.
and Castro, you were the featured act on that show. Uh,
You guys want
and
your
I
money
want
back?
to thank, yeah, that was the most requested show to replay.
Oh,
So at some point we're going to replay that show.
oh, thank you
No,
so much.
yeah, yes, it was an excellent show. And
You did a
our
great
next show
job.
will be a show,
Was it going to
and
be
we're
what?
going to have and perform doo-wop music.
Oh, that's right,
It
doo-wop.
should be yes, it should be a fun night.
And
And
that's in April, correct?
say it again.
It's coming in April,
April
right? In April.
Yes, April 20th.
April 20th.
The
You
third.
guys be looking out for it. Yeah.
Yes,
I will be
and
putting it on. I will put it on LosCastroMusic.com. I'll make sure that when you send me, you forward me your event. I will definitely put it on our event. So be looking for it, guys. LosCastroMusic.com, and I'll put it out. How else can they get a
Shout
hold
out
of
to
you? Who's that?
shout out to the maestro.
The maestro in the house.
That boy's bad. uh, but yes, and I will say this too: the blues, as far as the blues is concerned,
Hmm.
there was one point in time when the blues almost died off, and it took the British invasion to bring it back and
You're right.
wipe the blues. You had Eric Clapton. You had what's his name? You had Cream.
Hmm.
You had I think the Doors were kind of rooted in the blues.
Absolutely, and then not just Aerosmith, but the Rolling Stones brought over. They really were trying to make a push for Howlin' Wolf, right, and Muddy Waters.
Yes. So these young white guys saved the blues,
I hate to say it, they did.
and right. And I'm telling you, man, I was so grateful for that. I remember when I looked at a special with Buddy Guy. No, BB King. I get them all crossed up sometimes. It was BB King. The Muddy Waters right before Muddy Waters was going to die.
Mm.
Muddy Waters was on his dying bed, and he told him to keep the blues alive.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'll take that back. I'm so sorry. That was Buddy Guy.
It was Buddy Guy.
Uh, yes, yes, It was Buddy Guy. But yeah, keep the blues alive. If you get a chance to go enjoy a blues concert, go to one. Go to one, and you'll
Support
find
your
out
local.
that
Yeah.
you will come back out of it refreshed. You will have a good time, just an outright good time. And that's why I shout out twice. My brother, Mitchell, Clarence Mitchell, when he does that last $2 and down home blues. Oh my goodness, man!
Yeah, when he blows on that harp, he's been on this show. You guys got to look for the replays with Clarence. He's got a wonderful voice. He's got a fine voice, but when he blows on that harp, man, you feel that. Woo, I mean, you feel it.
And I would be remiss if I did not mention one of my great friends, an excellent friend. I got to meet him in Murfreesboro, Gene Smith. Gene Smith is a good brother, and he can sing. That boy can sing. He can't sing. He can sing.
He can sing.
So,
well, have him sing over to LosCastroMusic.com. Let's get him on the show.
Right, you need to get him on your show one day.
I need to have some more blues on here. As you can tell, I am a frustrated blues guitar player. I grew up wanting to be like B.B. King. I think everybody wanted to be Riley B. King, man.
My brother, I don't know where the frustration comes. You play some nice blues.
Well, thank you.
You play some nice.
We have a lot to be thankful to all them folks. So you want us to keep the blues alive, to support our local blues, and what else? Any other words of wisdom? I know you are steeped in wisdom, so lay it on me.
And my final words of wisdom is keep serving Jehovah.
Live the best life.
Yes. And you will live the best life. If you keep serving Jehovah, you will live the best life. There's no life better than serving Jehovah.
And he will make you strong.
So, if I was going to say the last thing I was going to say, that would be it. Continue serving Jehovah. He's such a loving and gracious God.
I'm gonna put you on in the line of fire. You think they're gonna have some blues in paradise? What you think?
I'm gonna answer that question.
Oh.
It will be blues in paradise, but it won't be the singing about anything that's oppressive. The music is so beautiful, and it comes from the heart, so deep from the heart that, as we mentioned, happy blues. Well, yes, there'll be a such thing as happy blues in the new system.
Yes.
And it may not be the blues, but it's the blues.
I like your answer. Hey, let's hold these guitars up, and you know what? Keep your chin up too. Don't forget, Foundits. We're gonna see you in 2 weeks. We're gonna have some more blues because Lady Coco, she likes her some blues too, and we're gonna see you soon.
I'm tuning into that.
All right. Well, we're gonna be signing off, guys. Have a good night. Please have a wonderful weekend, a safe weekend. Happy Friday. It's still a little bit left. We love you guys. Come back, like and subscribe. See you guys here in 2 weeks. Peace out.